All right, day 6 in the forge. Obviously, I'm back home. Came home yesterday. I'm sitting at the couch right now to do this video. Can't use my regular setup until I get a solid non-rolling chair at my computer, which I'll probably get set up today. But I want to get this video done. So, as of my last update that evening, so that was recovery day 1, that evening the nerve blocker wore off, and I got a real dose of just how much it was helping, and it was helping out a lot. I had my mom lock the oxys in her safe, and boy was that a mistake, because she was in bed already by the time they started wearing off. So I didn't really sleep much that night. I guess that would be Thursday night. And then she came down, got an oxy in, and it definitely made a difference. Definitely helped. A lot of the pain, pretty much all the pain was more focused in the quad and my calf, not so much the knee and the incision. There's a little there, but it was around there, which is to be expected considering everything they did to those bones. It makes sense. So yeah, that day, just kind of feeling so uncomfortable sitting around, I went down. My younger brother has a good setup in the gym, or in the garage. He has a gym set up. Got a good push lift in, chest, shoulders, triceps. It was nice, it's always been my happy place, my stress release. Well, let me not say always, but over the past couple years. So yeah, it was nice to get down there, kind of break the funk a little bit, and which Kaiser told me perfectly okay. Exercise the upper body, just be mindful of what you're doing, because your upper body is fine as long as you limit it to the upper body. So after that, took a shower, iced, and then once I was finished icing, I noticed that the wound was bleeding a little bit through the bandage, and it started out as about a dime size by the time I noticed it, and within 4 or 5 hours it had gone up a little bit bigger than a quarter, not quite a silver dollar. And it was a little jarring, so I called the advice nurse, and it was quite the advice that I was given. They didn't send me home with a new dressing. I don't know if you guys have seen the type of bandage they use for a knee replacement, but it's essentially, think of like a waterproof Band-Aid, the clear kind that sticks real good and you can swim with. It's like that, but quite large. Trying to explain it to the advice nurse, she clearly doesn't understand really what I'm saying, but she said to take it off. And my incision, it's sutured sutured underneath the surface and then glued together. And I'm like, there's no way. First of all, I don't have a replacement dressing, but beyond that, this is my mom's house is very clean, but it's sure as shit not a sterile environment. So I'm like, how about I just put pressure on it and then put the ACE bandage back on and see if we can't get it to stop bleeding. And it did. Right now it's probably about the size of a silver dollar. Maybe not even. Yeah, right around there, give or take. And it stopped, and nothing really new from that. Going forward, I had, told my surgeon about it. He was like, don't worry about it. It's normal as long as you're, less than 50% of the bandage part itself is only saturated. Above 50%, we're going to need to redress it, but home health will redress it. So I definitely made the right call. I'm not messing with that. But anyway, especially on top of that, because it did end up stopping anyway. I'm still walking around, moving just fine, despite the nerve blocker quitting, and my quad has essentially quit though. Leg extensions have become really tough. I'm doing them by putting my other foot behind my heel and kind of helping it, spotting it, if you will. So that's a big thing that I'm working on, getting strength back in. My cousin is a PT also, and then I talked to my own PT, and he said, don't worry about it, it's normal. It's completely normal once those nerve blockers wear off. It just kind of happens. So just trying to rebuild that strength and all of that. I'm doing the heel, especially the heel slides, quad flexes, and leg extensions. That's a big one that I'm trying to do, just because those are the ones that are going to get that muscle activated again. But yeah, so now pain wise, everything's being managed just fine with the medication, and so that's sweet. So then, but the third day I pretty much didn't. I didn't really do much of anything. I was like worried about the wound reopening, and like, you know, my surgeon seemed so proud of the job that he did that I don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's telling me to be extra precautious more than normal, than what he would normally recommend, which is, you know, obviously a surgeon's going to recommend, you know, slow, but even more so with me, because I think he's like, just don't mess up my great work kind of thing, which is sweet. That pretty much told me that I wasn't going to be going home Sunday, which would have been day 4 of recovery, like I had been planning, just because I was getting so little action out of the quad. So, you know, if that Sunday I kind of tried to move around, start doing more, relying on my mom less, because I did want to come home, and just kind of figured that, all right, it's the way things are progressing. I'm not gonna be able to get my leg over the bathtub, so I'm gonna have to come here to shower anyway, because she has a walk-in shower. So, which is fine, you know, I can just easily go over there and take a shower when I need to, and she can, you know, help out with the dog, you know, in the meantime. So, you know, I spent Sunday, which was day 4, just kind of getting around, just doing more. I took a shower, I shaved, because I was getting a little long, but just, you know, getting ready, preparing myself, making sure that I can do what I need to do now. The nerve blockers wore off, and it's just time, you know, type of thing. So then yesterday I came home, and, you know, everything seems to be going well so far. I'm able to do, like, I bought a bunch of frozen meals. Supposed to be having a friend come over. I'm gonna cook some chili, or she's gonna cook some chili, and that would, you know, that it should last quite a few days. And between that and the frozen meals and the, like, prep stuff that I have, you know, it should be good to go. You know, 'cause, I mean, it's just me and the dog here. So yeah, it's basically kind of where I'm at. Today's day 6. Things are going fine. I slept great last night. It's really nice, between the fact, like, I've got a sleep number bed, does the 0 gravity, so I get my leg nice and elevated. You know, I pop on that ice machine cuff, so I'm like, I can easily ice to turn it on I need to say whenever I wake up throughout the night, turn that thing back on, and then just go right back to sleep. So it's nice, man. Things are going well. Tomorrow, PT's coming to take off the wound, the bandage, the dressing, and we'll see if the wound is closed up. If so, we'll keep the bandage off. If not, we'll pop it back on for a few more days, and then kind of go from there. I'll make a video while we're taking the dressing off, kind of unveil, see what we're looking at, see what we're looking like. Swelling is going down pretty well. You know, like, everything's progressing nicely. Just except for that quad, man. Gotta get that quad going. But other than that, you know, I think one of the biggest things I'm dealing with is the knowing what the line is. Like, you know, I had done so much in preparation for this so that I could crush this recovery timeline wise, but my surgeon is so, he told me there's a potential that, you know, we get 35 years out of this knee if I recover it right, because he did his job right. No cement, like, everything is nice and attached very well, and so I need to be cautious, but it's hard figuring out what that line is, because, you know, if I ask him or the PT, it's like, don't do shit, is essentially the answer every time, but it's just not feasible. You know, I gotta, you know, like, what does that mean? Don't do anything. Like, I can't lay in bed all day. Like, you don't want that either, but you know, I don't know. It's just, and especially because, like, what's challenging, like, at no point have I done anything that really challenged me other than, like, getting this quad strength back. So I'm, like, struggling with finding a line, but we'll get there. The important thing is the longevity of this knee. What good is it walking without a cane next week if I got to walk with a cane 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, you know, because I didn't heal this thing up right. So you want this thing to last, and just be cognizant and just proceed with caution. It's easier said than done, I can tell you that much, especially for me. 37 T sky high. It's I just want to go. But fuck it, what are you gonna do? Let's fucking